Can technology close the unemployment gap for Nigeria's most marginalized? The federal government, Mastercard Foundation, and Jobberman think so, and they are taking action. At a round table in Abuja, the focus was clear: connect marginalized groups, including persons with disabilities, to real job opportunities through inclusive technology. Mr. Mohammed Isa, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Special Needs, said many Nigerians, including PWDs and displaced persons, remain excluded from the digital economy. He's pushing for an amendment to the National Disability Act, extending the public sector's 5% job quota to the private sector.
I have consistently advocated for the full implementation of the minimum 5% employment quota for persons with disability in public institutions. However, we must go a step further. I call for an urgent amendment to the National Disability Act to extend this quota to private sector so that no qualified person with a disability should be excluded from contributing meaningfully to our economy. Let me assure you that my office remains open and ready to collaborate with stakeholders, public, private, and civil society to co-create an inclusive society where no one is left behind.
Hilda Kabushenga, CEO of the African Talent Company, said research shows 65% of women in marginalized areas can access jobs via WhatsApp. So Jobberman has adapted, offering free courses on WhatsApp that are low data, voice-enabled, and accessible.
One of the things Jobberman has done is that we have all our courses available on WhatsApp. It costs 200 MB in terms of data accessibility. It's voice notes, it's graphics, it's a lot user-friendly. So if we're developing technology for people within marginalized contexts, think about what's most accessible to them in terms of affordability, accessibility, and usage.
Temi Dale of Sterling Financial Holdings urged government investment in digital infrastructure to make smartphones more affordable. She also challenged businesses to embed inclusion into tech, hiring, and supply chains.
We all have a role to play. The government must invest in digital infrastructures and inclusive policies. It starts with economic and financial reforms to empower our currency, which in turn makes smartphones more accessible and affordable. Businesses must embed inclusion in their technology, hiring and supply chains. NGOs and educators must equip people with digital skills for real work jobs.
Josephine, Mastercard Foundation Nigeria Director, emphasized inclusion isn't a side issue, it is the main agenda. And Jobberman's Olamide Adeyeye added that even in remote areas, WhatsApp is connecting employers with job seekers no matter where they are. Inclusion is no longer optional. It's a strategy for national growth.